Hello there. Hi. My name is Dylan Sprayberry. I'm an actor and a musician. You might know me from Teenwolf, maybe. You might know me from other things. I don't know how you know me, but hopefully you'll find out.
Hi, this is Sharon. I'm so excited to be talking to Dylan. Hi, Dylan. How are you doing?
Good. How are you?
I am fine. I'm missing you on Teen Wolf.
Oh, I appreciate that. I'm missing me on Teenwolf as well.
It was 4 years. That's a long time.
It was a long time, you know. It was very long. I started when I was 15, and now I'm I turned 19 in July. So I'm like a young man now, kinda in a way. I drive myself to work. I tie my own shoes. So I'm just feeling good now. But yeah, it's cool to see where I started. You know what I mean?
So now you have a little bit of free time for Dylan. So what have you been up to, Dylan?
You know, I have been up to an amount of things. I've just finished filming a part in a movie called The Malibu Tapes, which I don't want to talk too much about the storylines. I don't want to ruin them. But I just did that up in Malibu, obviously. And I just finished a movie called The Row in Palm Springs, which was an amazing film, had some great actors. So I've been doing that. I am also working on music now. I have a band. The name of the band will be coming out soon. We're getting all the domains and all the legal blah, 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 blah. But I'm singing and playing rhythm guitar in the band. And it's been great. I'm putting all my time towards really getting that going and making that a stable thing.
So you're a Renaissance man.
You know, I try to be. I also do, I draw a lot too. I'm trying to write a cartoon right now that I want to pitch to, a company like Adult Swim or like Comedy Central. It's a little like an adult style cartoon, so hopefully I can figure out how to get that done. Just trying to keep myself busy so I don't lose my mind pretty much.
Well, it has been a busy couple of years for you on MTV. Now, do you think you'll try and work with MTV in the future?
You know, Jeff Davis, who's the creator of Teen Wolf, I love him, and we're like family. I'd love to work with him again at some point. I don't know what it would be on. But I think there could be some kind of, reboot of a Teen Wolf or something. Not saying that's official. I'm saying I feel like they could do it if they wanted to. I feel like there's room to make that decision. But we'll see. I think having some time off of Teen Wolf and then doing, regardless of if I'm on it or not, coming back a year or two later would be a really good amount of time spent apart.
Yeah, the season finale I watched live, screamed all through it. Oh my God, I was like, oh my God, oh my God. And that final scene was just like, everybody on the Twitterverse was like, oh my God, it's going to be a movie. Oh my God. So we're missing you. I was missing you while I was watching the season finale.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
Now, as a musician, what's the music that you grew up listening to and that influences your style?
Growing up, my dad is a big rock and roll guy. His favorite band's the Rolling Stones. He's a ride or die Rolling Stones fan. So I grew up listening to the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin and Black Sabbath and a lot of like classic rock from like the 60s and 70s. And then I got into Jack White, like the White Stripes and all of his bands, kind of in my younger teen years. And then I got into like metal and punk and all this stuff now, and it's just a whole big wide world of heavy music, and it's amazing. So that's where my influences come from, and hopefully I can incorporate a good amount of all of it in my music.
So you're a rock and roll guy.
Hell yeah.
I do the rock and roll signs, but I keep doing this, and someone told me that's the devil ears.
What?
Devil ears?
No, that's devil ears because it's the same thing as rock and roll. It's devil horns.
Devil horns.
This means love, I think, in sign language or something like that. Maybe not sign language, but I know that means love.
I'm going to have to say something, and I hope it's okay. After Teen Wolf, it looks like you've grown your hair long, you've gotten facial hair. Did you get tattoos? Did you just go crazy with your freedom of being able to look the way you wanted to?
Well, it's funny. As soon as I got off Teen Wolf, I shaved my head because I was like, I'm done with this. I'll shave my hair and, I'll start over or whatever I was thinking. I don't know what I was thinking. I didn't like the haircut after I did it. but I kind of pride myself in being an artist and an actor and really trying, different styles, different looks. That's kind of the whole fun of it. Right now, I'm rocking the caveman look. I really like the caveman look. It's going well for me.
I didn't recognize you at first. I was like, that looks like the kid from Teenwolf, but he has facial hair.
That's kind of the point. It's fun to trick people. I try to surprise them.
So you're able to just walk around and Teen Wolf fans walk by because they're like, oh, that couldn't be him. He has facial hair.
No, they're like, who's that homeless guy walking around?
You are so funny. One last question, because I'm fascinated by your love of cartoons. What cartoons and animated series did you love, and that's been a big influence in your iteration as an artist?
My cartooning and my iteration. Okay, I like that. That was a good way to state that. Growing up, I was a big Tom and Jerry fan. I didn't really watch that many normal cartoons growing up. I used to love watching. There's this channel called Boomerang, which I don't have it now, but I don't even know. I need to figure out how to get it back. But I had Boomerang when I was a kid, and I knew the channel number. That's the only channel number I knew. It was 1101 or something like that, and I would just watch that every day, and it was Tom and Jerry, Wacky Races, Scooby-Doo, Snorklets, the Smurfs, you know what I mean?
Oh my God.
So that was kind of what I grew up on, and now I love Rick and Morty. Everyone, it's a big thing. I love Rick and Morty. I also really like Futurama, which actually is the same kind of vibe, but I don't know. It's weird that people don't like Futurama as much. I mean, Rick and Morty's the new thing, so I get it, but Futurama's the same. It's all about the future, and I don't know. I like South Park, Futurama. I like all. Just give me cartoons. Give me cartoons.
Have you seen Venture Brothers?
Maybe. I know the name. I don't think I've seen it though.
It's a great show. If you like the dry sort of thing, you'll love it.
Okay.
As well as the overall look of it.
Okay, cool.
One last question. If you could be on any TV show as a guest star or a recurring character, what show would it be and why?
Well, if I could go back, I would say I would want to be in Boardwalk Empire. Boardwalk Empire it was the HBO show.
Oh my gosh, yes.
Yeah, the Boardwalk Empire. Yeah, so what? It's the shit. It was great. That show was just so badass, and I like vintage. I like old school things, and oddities and all kinds of stuff like that. But so I really am attracted to the old suits and the way everything looked and the way people talked, and it looked really great. So I would have loved to do something like that. Hopefully, I'll get to do something like that in the future.
Hopefully you will. I will be waiting on bated breath to hear your music, Mr. Rock and Roll. And I guess I'll have to be following you on Twitter so I can see what you're up to next.
Keep following. I would really appreciate it.
Thank you, Dylan.
Thank you.
You're so cute.